Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader. Um sorry, today's video is going to be a review on the Introverted Reader book club pick for the month of April, which was Frostheart by Jamie Littler. I finished this yesterday. I read fast. It's probably like it's only like the 9th of April. Yes, I know. But one, I read fast, and two, this is a middle grade. And third of all, this was fantastic. So I couldn't stop reading it. But before we get into the review, we are going to hydrate. If you have not hydrated yet today, please do so. Because I know you haven't. Go get a drink of water. Pause the video, go get a drink of water, then come back all the way. Anyway. So I'm going to review Frostheart now. So if you are unfamiliar, this is a middle grade, clearly, about a main character, Ash, who lives in this really, really remote village in this really snowy, icy place called the Snow Sea. And basically, he is pretty much on his own because his parents mysteriously disappeared when he was really young. He doesn't really remember them. Nobody really talks about them. So he's pretty much on his own, and he's passed around from guardian to guardian because no one in his village really wants to be bothered with him because he has a gift of song. Not that he has a nice singing voice, but he basically has this sort of like magical ability known as song weaving, and no one in his village really trusts song weavers. Like, they believe them to be evil. Because there's these monsters that live in the snow called leviathans, and everyone in his village has it in their minds that this little boy is gonna bring all the leviathans towards them and destroy their village. So that's why nobody wants to be saddled with him. And when I was reading the first few chapters of this and the way they treat him, I was genuinely really upset. I was like, he's just a child. Like, he's literally just a little boy. What damage could he do? And it's just like, if someone could just teach him how to use his gift, everything would be fine. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, he ends up being looked after by this yeti right here called Tobu. Tobu is basically the only one that is willing to look after Ash because, you know, Tobu is a yeti. The yetis themselves live up in the mountains, but he came down from the mountains and he basically lives a reclusive life sort of in their village as well. So they're all like, you take the weird kid, you know, the weird kid and the weird yeti together. So yeah, and we find out that Tobu's people, the yetis, can also have an ability to like song weave, or he knows a little bit more about it than everyone in the village. So he kind of takes Ash on and sort of shows him how to use his ability and stuff. And then one day, this sleigh shows up at his village with these people on it. Now the sleigh is called Frostheart. And Ash ends up going on this sleigh with this crew because he's basically just like, there's nothing for me in this village at all. And these people might help, because he thinks that these people might help him find his parents, because all he has left of his parents is this lullaby that his parents would sing to him when he was small. And he believes that there's like a hidden message within this lullaby so that he can put the pieces together and find his parents. And then the adventure goes from there, basically. So yeah, I adored this. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads if you follow me on there. You know, I finished it yesterday. I thought that it was so beautifully written. I really, really loved Ash as a character because he was just so sweet and he was just this poor little boy that had this gift and he didn't know what it really meant. He didn't really know how to use it, and nobody was really teaching him how. All anybody was telling him about this gift was that basically trying to make him believe that it's a curse and that he shouldn't use it. And like, even Tobu doesn't disregard him or anything like that. He doesn't treat him like a monster, but he does tell him over and over again that like, you shouldn't be singing. You cannot use your gift. You know, you can't use your gift, you know, because like the villagers told him that because they had all these misconceptions about him and they didn't like him. But like when Tobo said it, whilst at the same time I was annoyed because I was like, but if you showed him how, you know, but basically it's like if you go around showing to the world that you are who you are, then it could get dangerous. You know, it was like Tobo's way of protecting him, basically. And all of the crew of the Frostheart were just wonderful. They kind of reminded me of the One Piece crew. Even though I've only ever watched the live action version of One Piece, it just kind of gave me that vibe. You know, a whole bunch of misfits together, you know, that were wandering around and then they all find each other and now they travel around, and it was so well written. And the illustrations through here are just absolutely beautiful. There's one in particular that I like. Where is it? Yeah, there's one in particular I really like. This one, it's Ash sitting on top of a thing and he's just sitting there singing softly to himself. Like, I just wanted to give Ash a hug. Like, Ash was just so precious. I just wanted to give him a hug and just be like, there's nothing wrong with you. Just because you're different, it doesn't mean that you're cursed or anything. Like, you are who you are. And I have this theory. Don't at me about this, okay? But Ash is he feels neurodivergent. Just the way he acts and the way he looks at the world. It's the vibe that I get. I don't know if anybody else has gotten that. I don't know if Jimmy Littler himself is. I don't want to put a label on anybody, but it's just the theory. You know, it was just the vibe that I was getting. And I was like, is he? But I could be completely wrong. And if I am completely wrong, then well, you'll tell me about it, I'm sure. But all in all, I thought that this was wonderful. I love the world Jimmy Littler created. I love the writing. I loved Ash as a character. I thought that Tobu was a great character as well. Like all the ones on the Frostheart, like Luna, this wee girl right here. Oh my word, the most hyperactive child. Like, but I loved her regardless. I love them all, honestly. One in particular, I had theories about, and I was like, you know when you look at a character and you're like, you can't be trusted? But listen, this was such a great ride, and I'm so happy that I finally read it. I am so happy to continue on with the rest of the series. I'm unsure as to when I will. I might pick up book 2 next month because I've got too much going on this month. So that is my review. All in all, I thought this was beautiful. It's a great story, and if you haven't read it, then you absolutely should, because it's wonderful. There's a reason why Gavin has been screaming about this, because I love Gavin over at Gavin Reads It All. Been subscribed to him for a while, and this is his favorite middle grade series ever, and I was like, I need to read this. If Gavin loves it, then blah, blah, blah. You take, like, booktubers recommendations, they're hit or miss, but this was definitely a hit for me. So if you've read this, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments. Also down in the comments, leave a snowflake emoji just for the snow. Oh, actually instead, leave a gem emoji for the Frostheart. And yeah, that is my review on Frostheart. I hope you guys enjoyed. All of my socials are down below as always. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe if you have not already. If you are new here and you like what you see, or if you've been watching a few of my videos and you keep coming back, feel free to subscribe. Give a thumbs up so the algorithm knows you like me. And I'll see you guys in my next video next week. Bye.